What's it called again?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
What the bloody hell happened?
What the bloody hell has happened? This is a song called What Happened.
1, 2, 3.
Okay everyone, welcome to another Flatcap interview. I've got Adelaide band the Skeptics here. We're going to have a little chat with them and find out how their two-tone inspired music came to be. So I'll get them to introduce themselves first, so we'll start on that end there with the Geordie boy.
My name's Austin and I play the bass.
My name's Liv and I play guitar, and if you can call it singing, that's what I do.
I'm Greg and I play keys.
I'm Chris and I play guitar and dabble in a bit of vocals.
Okay, so no one's too keen on shouting about the vocals, but you both do a good job.
Pretty,
so.
pretty humble about
It's
it.
a humble thing.
So when we do this sort of thing, the first thing we sort of ask is, when did the band form and how did it come together?
Sure.
I think it was last year, 2025, wasn't it, that the three of us started jamming, writing some songs together, sort of working together and figuring out what sort of sound that we wanted to work on, and sort of gained a bit of confidence in our songwriting at the time. It's given us all a chance to sort of showcase what we're good at. I think Greg is very musical maestro. I can say that. I think I'm still trying to figure out how I got let into the band, to be honest. But
well, there was a small fee involved. But
yeah, worth every penny. But and then once we sort of realised that it was heading in a good direction, we thought, well, now we've got to get bass and drums involved. And I've known Austin since we were both about 17, and just mentioned it one day, and he was really keen. And
Yeah. Liv said, do you know anyone that would be keen to play bass for a ska band? I said, you're looking at him.
You didn't quite get the question.
And I was too polite to. But it ended up working, so all good.
That's cool. And what about the band name? Where did that come from?
I'm
Were you all a bit sceptical when you started?
very much.
And I like we had already had a graphic sort of design for it,
Yeah.
and so I wanted a name starting with an S and then doing in an S, and that was
We're all climate
I found
change
that
deniers.
Yeah, I'm a flat earther.
yeah, tinfoil hatters.
Yeah.
So I introduced you as two-tone ska influenced. Is that a reasonable description of the music, do you think?
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head, aye.
Yeah, I think so. There's a twist of probably reggae in there as well.
Yeah.
I would say there's a taste of that. I certainly like the reggae stuff and like writing that way.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying with these guys just to add some new sounds in there, not just the standard sort of organ, even though tonight was just organ, but more synthy type stuff as well, bringing that sort of 80s influence sort of stuff.
Experimental.
Experimental. Just getting our own sound.
Yeah.
I guess as a basis, we've all done two-tone and reggae, so that's we're going to see where it starts.
Well, we've all got so many influences from
Yeah.
everywhere, and so we kind of bring them all together and say,
Yeah.
sometimes you go, oh, does this really fit in with what we're doing? But because we're so sort of new and, we're just sort of figuring it all out, it's like, well, actually, we can kind of just experiment and
Do
Yeah,
it
do
right.
it. We can do what if we think it sounds all right, we'll give it a go. So,
If it sounds good, it is.
Not locked into any contract.
yeah,
No,
correct.
that's right, not yet.
But you've got an EP out, which you can talk about. But I mean, most of the songs I've heard sort of they roll on, don't they? So I mean,
Yeah.
I know you've got like a rock and roll sort of background as well, haven't you? So
Yeah, sort of added, the bit of rockabilly guitar playing in it, and
The twang.
the twangy
Yeah.
stuff I do with the Saucer Men, and I've been in punk bands over the years, so all those influences end up catching up with you, and they just come out when you play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel sometimes that what you're trying to do won't fit, but you sort of work it round to it
Yeah,
to
well,
make it fit sort
It
of
does
thing?
seem to fit, so it
Yeah.
never really
Yeah, because
hasn't.
I mean, ska and reggae, or to me, always goes with punk
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
music
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think you've got a bit of wiggle room to sort of. It always seems to work. I mean, you've got.
Just wondered where you were going with wiggle.
Speaking of influence, no. But like Roddy from the Specials,
Yeah.
he was the first
Darren
to sort
Black.
of exactly.
Yeah.
He was one of the first, I'd say, to sort of bring that borderline rockabilly punk
Yeah.
guitar into that sort of sound, and Chris has a really similar sound in the bands that he plays in.
Strangely, Roddy.
Yeah.
Without
He
saying
is
that
an
he's
inspiration for it.
without saying you're a rip-off of him. No, not at all. But like you've got your own,
Clone.
you've got your
But
own
that's a
sound,
big
but it works.
compliment anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen anyone that can do it without directly copying. If that makes sense, if you can do it in your own style without actually just covering a special song.
Yeah.
Well, I know Roddy likes the songs anyway.
Yeah, he's been good.
You like the Who Town song, didn't you?
Yeah, Hootown and they.
That one sort of got like.
Yeah, we got to play with him in Sydney
Yeah.
with the other band, but he was really, really good to meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I catch up with him quite a bit when I go back.
Yeah.
So you've got the EP out, which is digital download, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm keen for a vinyl. So we need to
Oh, I
get the
think
shit
it'll be
together.
getting pressed, aye.
That's definitely the next big project.
Yeah.
Is to put that together, a few more songs, and then we'll go into.
So
the
will you stick with that as a vinyl copy, and then or will you make it part of a bigger project like an album or something like that? What's the future looking like?
Well, we got plenty of new songs to record, so we could possibly just do something totally new and just keep it separate, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what will end up happening.
Yeah.
We're still getting a lot of people saying when's the vinyl coming out for the EP.
Yes, we're all waiting.
I'd like a copy myself.
Yeah, I would.
But
My
yeah.
mum would.
Well, that settles it.
Yeah, well,
If Chris's mum wants
You
one,
got it
then
first.
you should have led with that,
I
mate.
told you, young man.
She's got a new gramophone needle.
yeah. So that's definitely on the cards. But because we've been working on so many new songs as well, we're kind of keen to get those recorded, get those out as soon as possible. But
Something that's just the Skeptics as well,
yeah,
and just come from us,
yeah.
from this sort of lineup.
Line up, yeah.
So we've got a gig that we're putting on Saturday the 9th of May. Are we gonna hear some of these new tunes?
I
on
think
that
so.
gig?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if people will have them, we've got them. I don't know what that meant, but I've said it now, so
It's out there.
it's out there. We'll stick with that.
Yeah. So I look forward to hearing some new tunes then. So what's your time frame for that? When do you think you're going to be?
For recording?
Is it too far away yet?
Probably end of this year. I'd say we'd be starting to get dates. I would say we've probably got enough into the newer songs that we haven't even played yet.
Yeah.
That we've got. It won't take long to sort of fiddle all those and get them up to speed, and we'll play those by the end of the year, and then go straight to the recording studio.
Cool. And
Yeah.
how does the songs? How do you work the songs? Because you're all obviously talented people. Who brings what to the party, or do you come up with different ideas and so you'll bring something, Liv or Chris or any of you?
Yeah, it's a free range really.
Greg will come up with a riff. I'll think, oh yeah, I can do something with that.
Yeah.
Or Liv will go, I can do something with that. So
It's been a real collaboration
Yeah.
between all of us. Sometimes we'll bring stuff in individually, and everyone works out their part for it. And sometimes someone will have an idea, and we all work on it together and go, what about this? What about this?
Yeah.
So that's what's been so fun. It's just sort of been. We can just experiment. We can.
Yeah. You're still finding your feet, aren't you?
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
And we're all pretty good at bringing stuff in and saying, what do you think? And we're honest without hurting each other's feelings about it. But it's, like for example, Chris might send me a voice note or something and say, this is an idea I've got. And I go, oh, I'm hearing that. Like, what if we do this with that song?
Yeah.
And before we know it, we've got a 3.5 minute song.
Yeah, that's cool. And what happens like with lyrics and stuff like that? If the sort of the basics of the tune is yours, do you sort of progress to put lyrics to it, or is that open to anybody in the band as well?
It's almost who gets in first, really.
It is a little bit.
What happened? You did all of that, didn't you?
Yeah, that was one of mine, and
And Free was one of Chris's.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then we've got a song that we're working on at the moment where Chris came up with the idea, and I said, well, I don't want to give too much away because we haven't actually played that one live yet, but it's been a real sort of, what if we did this? That'd throw it out a bit. And
So that'll be played on the 9th then, will it?
Yeah.
I hope so, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Get
interesting.
down.
Yeah.
I better learn it then.
No,
I better learn my part.
no pressure there.
Yeah.
So
We'll give it a crack.
Because back in the day it was already recorded before I started jamming with them.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then there's a line in back in the day where it says, we were naughty dancing to dance craze. And it took me a good 6 months before I realised that I was hearing the wrong words, because I thought it was, we were dirty dancing to Dire Straits. And I kept thinking, it's weird that Dire Straits is being mentioned, but I'm all for it. And it turned out it was completely incorrect, so just as well I hadn't been singing it with you.
They were heavy two-tone players.
No, you've done well. You're still in the band, eh?
Can't get rid of him.
He loves Martin Offler.
Yeah.
So do you tend, if you wrote a song, do you tend to be the singer?
Oh, no,
not necessarily.
No,
so
I've
anything
done
can
stuff.
happen, can't it?
Yeah, I've done stuff and I go, I won't, it's not for me. Yeah.
Well, Tattoo Cover Up that's
Yeah.
on the EP,
Yeah.
Chris wrote that originally. You originally wrote that for the Saucerman.
Yeah,
And
didn't get used.
didn't
so.
get used, and Chris brought it to me and said, you know, what do you think? We changed the key, and now it's one of the songs that I sing, and
Yeah.
everyone always says, oh,
It is
great,
a good song.
it's a great song.
It's a great
and
song.
I'm always quick to say, yeah, well, Chris wrote it. Give him the
We're
credit.
just taking the dregs of what the other bands
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
I was searching for a song. There's plenty there.
We're
Plenty.
turning it dust into gold.
Yeah.
That's what it
I
is.
think the irony is Steve from Saucerman turned to me and said, that Tattoo Cover Up song is great. Who did you write that? And I said, Chris wrote it for you guys. But you didn't want it.
You
so
had
I
your
said,
chance,
yeah.
you had your chance.
Time's up, mate.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. So, like I say, you're relatively new. I know you've had a couple of gigs, and we're going into the third one. But from what I've heard, like the first couple of gigs have gone down really well. What's the plan gig-wise in the future? Because you're writing songs, but
Where we're playing in June or something?
You got a few lined
Yeah.
up.
We've got a couple lined up. We've got all local gigs. We've got Metro. We've got
Grace Emily
Grace
with the
Emily.
Green Circles.
Yeah.
We got
Dirty Devils,
Caledonian Castaways.
Caledonian Castaways.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a few gigs lined up, all local.
We got my
and
brother's 60th.
we got Chris's brother's
That's
60.
the one we've been working towards.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out for that. And but I kind of, for me, I like playing the pub scene.
yeah.
It's nice to go back to the small pubs. Isn't it?
It's great.
I
And
really enjoyed the Exeter going back there. That was
for our
Yeah.
that was
first,
a lot of fun.
Was that in the front room at the
It
end?
was, yeah.
Yeah.
and it was our first gig.
Probably not much bigger than this. Probably
No.
not as big as this.
I think
then.
this room's
Yeah.
probably
It's more
bigger.
Yeah.
But
More
it was
posters.
it was such a surreal experience that, you know, we barely had room on stage because of how packed the room
Yeah.
was. And that was our debut gig, and we had a massive
And,
turnout.
and everyone, sort of all the mates come out and supported us, and they all had the Skeptics shirts on.
Yeah,
that
that's
you
cool.
did.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it was like they were like the village of the damned. All these
Yeah.
people marching around with Skeptic shirts.
Yeah.
on.
They all came to the second gig as well, did they?
Yeah.
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 So hopefully they'll come to this
Yeah.
gig.
If they know what's good for them.
And that's why he's in the band.
The muscle.
This the
Yeah.
bouncer.
Now, seeing everybody standing at the back of the Exeter, right at the back of the room, like seeing all the boys standing on the tables and that, like, because it was absolutely random.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the favourite
Really
gigs
good
I've ever
buzz.
played. Like,
Yeah.
I reckon it was for me too.
yeah,
But one of the things I found was great was people were singing the lyrics back to us, and it was
That
the
was
first
wild.
gig.
Yeah.
That was
And I was
wild.
like, I wasn't expecting
Because
that
I
at
think
all.
the EP was out before you actually
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
the gig.
Well,
wasn't
these
it?
were songs that we
Yeah.
hadn't actually played on the EP. These were we'd only played
Oh,
that
the
night.
new
They,
songs,
they
yeah.
got they caught
Yeah.
onto the hook so fast, and then they were just.
It was-
like
the songs were that simple.
It doesn't have to be difficult.
You don't need to
No.
over elaborate
Yeah.
sometimes, do you? So
So it was that was quite surprising.
It
and,
was-
and nice.
It was wild.
Yeah, we had T-shirts and EPs out before we'd done a gig.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
we did it in reverse.
Yeah.
And lunch boxes and things.
Yeah.
Thermoses.
Yeah,
but that's good.
Or
that
hearing
you-
aids and glass
You,
cases.
you know you've got a network of people around supporting you, but you wouldn't have done that if you weren't confident in the music as well.
Yeah.
Because anybody that puts themselves out there is taking a big step, you know.
Yeah,
So
quite vulnerable.
fair,
when you get
yeah,
there.
definitely. So fair play to you
Yeah.
all, and it is a cracking EP. Where can they get it?
It's on Bandcamp at the moment. Oh god,
So just message them and tell them you want a vinyl, and they'll get it sorted in the next few weeks.
we're
We'll
definitely.
do it. GoFundMe.
Yeah, we gotta do something.
If we get
It's-
enough people that would do a GoFundMe, yeah, we could do it, print it tomorrow. You know?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
the-
about getting.
Well,
Well,
getting
you know,
it paid
the
for.
only way you're going to find out is if you put something up and ask the people.
yeah.
That's it.
You know,
Ah, look,
if
we
they
had
don't
one
know
there.
you want to do a
Yeah.
GoFundMe,
Yeah.
they're not going to say, "Oh, here you
Thought
go."
we better do a gig first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we started asking for money.
Well, a lot of
Well, they bought you t-shirts.
I was
and
gonna
stuff
say,
like
the
that.
shirts
were
And
pretty
I'm
much
sure,
gone.
and we've sold out in so many sizes.
Yeah.
I didn't even get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't get one quick enough. So
Alright.
It's-
Well, hopefully your next
Yeah,
little adventures are
Darren
going
have
to
to do another run.
fund
Mate.
your album as well.
Mm.
yeah, so fingers crossed that gets sorted out soon because I think people want it. I want it. Chris's mum wants it.
It doesn't matter what you want, it's Chris's mum.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think you know you're all pretty well known in Adelaide around the music scene and that anyway. So and it's a good place. People do back each other here. So,
Yeah,
you know, and
yeah.
they've shown you that. So
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think the best part about playing gigs is watching the support bands for me.
Yeah.
Like, getting to see everybody else ripping it.
Yeah.
It's like, if we bomb, couldn't give a fuck.
You never bomb, mate. You never bomb.
I'll pay you later.
Yeah, that's right.
It's falling with style.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, we'll wrap it up there. But yeah, all the best for the future.
Thanks,
And
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing what comes out. And
Yeah.
we'll have a good night on Saturday the 9th of May.
With
And
the
we'll
ghost set.
we'll be filming that live.
And the
as
flying
well, so-
squad.
Yeah,
And the flying squad. Yeah.
Looking
So
forward to that.
Yeah.
three like not really different, but different bands. So
Yeah.
there's a good mix.
Two
there.
great bands and one alright band.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you. So let's not upset anyone.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. well,
Especially me. Don't upset me.
thanks for coming on. And,
Thanks for having me, Darren.
you're
The
welcome.
hardest working man in show business.
100%.
Always doing good stuff for the music scene in Adelaide.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
make sure that you like and subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Cheers, folks. Catch you next time.
Thank you.
Cheers.
This is a song called Free by the Skeptics.
2, 3, boom!
Let's go!
Hey, you can live your life. You're back free. You can take what you want or just take what you need. You can lose your way. A lot of things that you read. That's what you get if you ain't free. I say that's what you get if you ain't free. Don't look down your nose at the homeless you see. You can hold a hand out, look at you, my knee. Freaking yourself, free and believe. That's what you get if you ain't free. I say that's what you get if he ain't free. If you believe all the views on your social feed, you'll fall into a trap of those who deceive, and you will match your drum true in one key. That's what you get if you ain't free. I say that's what you get if you ain't free. Bring it out. Come along.